All right. Hi, Maya. Thank you for joining me to record this episode tonight or morning, your time. I really appreciate it. And first off, congratulations. Your second championship this year. Is it second? Or
Yeah.
second? How are you? What have you been busy with?
Yeah, thank you for having me, first of all. And I'm here in Georgetown, DC. It's been great. As you said, we just won the regular season and Big East Championship, so that's really exciting. We are hosting the first round of NCAA tournament on Saturday. So I've been busy here just doing school and soccer. Just got a job too, so my plate's full, but I'm enjoying every second of it.
Nice, nice. Congratulations. All right. So let's just dive right into it, Maya. So what started your love affair with football?
Yeah, so I grew up in a big sports family. My sister and brother-in-law and my cousin all played D1 sports, so I kind of just grew up in that environment. But soccer was actually kind of foreign to my family before my sister Gemma started playing. She's 8 years older than me, so my entire childhood I was on the sideline, and I grew up kind of striving to be better than her. We had this like really competitive relationship, but at the same time, she's 8 years older than me, so she was bigger sister, mentor, second mom, and she wanted me to achieve things that she couldn't or didn't have the opportunity to. So I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, she's the one that introduced me to it.
All right, awesome. So you were just to start, okay. So you were practically under the radar. Not a lot of Filipino football fans knew about you until you were included in the Australia camp roster. How did you start with the national team? Were you scouted or did you join one of the camps in California?
No, so actually, to be completely honest, I wasn't even really aware that we had a national team until like early freshman year of college. I think just we it didn't get a lot of media attention or program or funding for the program. So it wasn't until maybe like my junior year that I was like, this is a possibility if I continue playing soccer after I'm done with college. So after my senior season last year at St. Mary's, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Wasn't sure if I wanted to take a graduate year or stop playing altogether. But then I took a little break and I found that I was still like so in love with the game. And at that time, we just qualified for the World Cup. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to reach out to them. And it's a little untraditional, but I used Instagram because I emailed them before that, maybe like a couple weeks before that, and like no reply. And they're really active on Instagram. So I was like, why not? And then so I got a reply and they put me in touch with the liaison here in the US. But yeah, it was a pretty easy process. And I sent some film over and I was really happy for the opportunity to go to camp in Australia.
Awesome. That's really good to know. So for my next question, I think this is a good opportunity to just clarify once and for all. Maybe they need to hear it from you. If you are at all related to the legendary Polino Alcantara.
I am not. And yeah, I wish I was.
All right. You mentioned to me when we met in the AFF that your dad's Mexican, your mom's Filipino. Did she influence you to join, or was that decision entirely your own?
um, it was mostly my own. She supported me in whatever I wanted to do, and she's super proud now that I've been able to be a part of the team for a little bit and hopefully continue to be. Um, but yeah, it was mostly me kind of embracing my roots, and it actually came at a great time where um so my grandma, her mom just passed away, and she lived with us our entire lives. So after she passed away, I think we lost some of that culture within the house. And me kind of being a part of the team, I think, has brought that out a little bit in our family, especially in California. There's a lot of us there, so just being able to represent my family in that way is really special.
Right, and I think that's the same for most of your teammates as well, who are mostly from California too, by the way. So, how was your experience joining the camp for the first time? Was it as seamless as it seemed? And did any of your teammates or your coaching staff really, or someone really help you adjust and make you feel more welcome?
Yeah, so I was a bit nervous and overwhelmed. The camp came like a month before my graduation. So I kind of had to make some sacrifices and like leaving school to come. But my professors were really nice and allowed me to. But as far as the team, the girls were super welcoming. And when you come into a different environment, that's kind of a big question mark of like, how will the girls be and how will the team culture be? So I was pleasantly surprised that it was like super healthy and I was just embraced and welcomed with open arms. And the coaching staff was great too. Um, they had a lot of resources to make me feel comfortable and making sure that I'm performing to the best of my abilities. So overall, really great experience.
Cool, cool. So that's one thing that I really like about the team. So a lot of the Southeast Asian countries, like Thailand, for instance, they try to do what we did, getting heritage players from the US. But based on what I've read so far, like the difficulty of the foreign based players adjusting with the local players was that they speak a different language, and majority of them are like based in Thailand, whereas with our team, like I've said, most of you are based in California. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think were the keys to success for the Filipinas in winning the AFF?
Yeah, there were a couple things, but I think the main one was we were developing at the right time, that we had like a core group of girls that had been together for like the last couple of months, and the continuity of like the coaching staff is something new. As I understand, there was a lot of changes before.
Yeah.
So they've done a really good job of scouting and really using their talent to maximize our performance. So I think just like the timeline of things just fell in place, and then being at home with the energy of the crowd was amazing. So everything coming together at that time is just like serendipitous.
Okay. So I don't know if you know about this, but a lot of Filipino football fans have been looking for you in the recent camps. Were you not released by Georgetown, considering your stats and being a key player? And do you plan to join the upcoming camps later this year or next year?
Yeah, so I when committing to Georgetown, I gave them my full and undivided attention for the season, especially because I'm going through this really intensive school program, that it's really hard to be gone for the FIFA window, which is quite long sometimes, tacking on a few days at the end and in the beginning for travel. So I do plan on coming to camps if the coaching staff decides to invite me. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Our season should end early December at the latest if we make the final four or the finals in NCAA. So yeah, hopefully I could rejoin the team. I've been looking forward to it, and I definitely miss the girls.
Awesome. We look forward to it as well. And going back to football related questions, so my favorite all time defender is Paolo Maldini. I don't know if you know him.
I don't.
Probably not. You know,
I'll look
let's
them up after.
let's
Though.
let's not reveal my age. But in the women's game, it's Becky Sauerbrunn. So who is your favorite defender and why?
Virgil van Dijk. I think that he is elegant but aggressive. I love how he's so good in the air, technical, has a good vision for the game. Player I definitely strive to be, just very well rounded. And I think a good leader on the field as well.
Nice. I agree. As a Liverpool fan, yes. Okay. So
Kinda like
you you spoke to me and my friends back. This was back in a hotel with Pam and Kit Kat. You mentioned how you were open about like being involved in outreach programs and things of that sort. Could you tell me more about this passion that you have?
Yeah, so, I realized the privilege I have of growing up in the United States and the family that I did and receiving the education that I have. And so St. Mary's was a Lasallian school and Georgetown is Jesuit. So I've been very in tune, with the principle of using your platform and education to help others. Um, yeah, so just being involved with the community is something that I want to do and I want to help in any way that I can, especially after our experience in the Philippines and being so welcomed. I feel like I'd love to give back to communities that might need my help.
Gotcha. That's exciting. You're actually first on our list. So just saying. Okay. So and also as a Lasallian, that makes me happy. What would you say to a young girl who wants to be a part of the national team someday?
Hmm. Yeah, I think at this time in my career, I've realized that I've had to sacrifice a lot to be where I am. And it's not easy, but it is worth it. And I think that at times, um, the love for the game can get a little lost in the craziness of everything. So I think that if you're gonna do it, you have to do it for the love of the game, or else you won't be happy. But push through despite adversities and what other people are saying, because this is like sounds cliche, but if you want to achieve something, you can. So I'd say just do it, as Nike
Yes.
would say.
Okay. So is there anything that you're currently working on to improve your game or how you play in preparation for the upcoming camps or maybe the upcoming games in the NCAA or possibly the World Cup?
Yeah, so, it's so nice that I've been playing as many games as I have been in this, like, short window. Um, Georgetown plays, like, a super pretty style of soccer, possessing the ball. So I think that's, like, a shift in my game from St. Mary's is just keeping the ball, and enjoying the ball, working on just my technical abilities, as well as just getting better in the air, finishing in front of goal, stuff like that. That as a center back is really exciting when you get to work on those things. But yeah, definitely playing like 20 games has been super great prep for what's to come with the national team.
Great, great. I'm glad you're getting a lot of play time. I'm just on the side, like I'm just hoping, you stay safe and injury free. And all
Me
right.
too.
Yes, please. Okay. So we now know who will be up against in the World Cup. What are your thoughts about it, or how confident are you about our chances?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I wasn't able to go to the camp where we played New Zealand, but I watched it, and I think we have a good idea of where we're at now and where we need to be. I think that a lot of teams might be counting us out, and that's good. It's always good to be the underdog. I think that in the next year, we have a lot of development to do, and it's exciting just to see where this team can take it in the next, few months. Um, I'm confident in our abilities.
Great. Okay. I was gonna ask you like how confident are you that we'll make it to the knockouts? Would you want to answer that? Are you confident we'll make it to the knockouts? Because I am.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't believe in yourself, who is?
Right. Okay. Time to get to know you more. Let's go to the social media questions. So from MGLX Rance from Instagram says, as a defender, who do you think among the PWNT is the hardest to guard during training?
I would say Quinley. I think she's, like, so shifty, I never know when she's going. She's super quick too, and just, like, really composed. I think as a defender, it's hard to read people that are just in their zone, yeah, Quinley.
Okay, gotcha. And from Facebook, from Mark Manguni. Oops, was he saying that? Okay. Where is Maya's family based in the Philippines, and has she been able to visit there yet?
Yeah, so my mom's from Quezon City, and no, not yet. I hope to be. It was really difficult when we were there last time because we're in the COVID bubble, so we literally like didn't see anything except the pitch and the hotel. So hopefully, I could get back out there and stay with some family, experience the culture, the local culture. But yeah, unfortunately, not yet.
Was it your first time during the AFF? Okay. Yeah, hopefully can come back.
Yeah.
Explore not just the metro or Quezon City alone, but like outside Manila. Okay, next question from Bolivs Bolival. So he says, congratulations, Maya, for winning 2 championships so far in 2022. First question, can you give us 3 fun facts about yourself? And second question, how did the national team experience help you improve as a player?
Hey, so my fun facts. I'm working on crocheting a blanket right now. I've actually been working on it for the last year, but it's only like this big. So we're working on that. Um, I during the holidays, I like to make charcuterie boards in like boxes. So I made that a business like a year or two back. Just for like family and friends. And then what else? I'm really into painting. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. Um,
Nice.
Yeah, most of my free time is around, like, things that are not related to sports at all. So, getting really in tune with the artistic side. And what's the other question? How do
The
I
other question, sorry, let me read it back. So, second question is, how did the national team experience help you improve as a player?
Yeah, so I think just being adaptable, adjusting to different settings and playing with new people, different styles. Being at St. Mary's for 4 years, you get kind of used to certain coaches or the way that certain players play. I think just being able to change my style to fit my team's needs um, is something that I was able to work on and improve on. Um, yeah.
Okay. And next question from RD Rivera Bedro. Seeing her defend so well to the point where she was featured in an article as one of the top standouts throughout their league. Question number one, what what the heck could her favorite Filipino food be? And second question, would turning pro be within her realm of possibilities in the future? If so, where would she prefer to play, domestically or overseas?
Okay. Favorite food. I like but I'm really specific about this one. It would have to be my grandma's kare kare.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, yeah. I get you. I get you.
oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. And then I like when it's like like more liquid than
Ah, yes,
you
yes.
know? And then I've been thinking about this a lot. My program does run until my master's program until early summertime, so I'd finish right before the World Cup.
Mhm.
So I think that if I were to make the decision to play pro, I would have to wait until after we're done with my program. But it's definitely in the realm. I still really enjoy playing soccer, so I can't see myself finishing up anytime soon.
All right, gotcha. That's good to know. Good news, at least for us. All right. From Andrew Aquino, what do you think is the best advice you received from Coach Allen?
Um, I think so regarding AFF, it was before the championship game, and he said opportunities like this are once in a lifetime, that you don't know when you're gonna be competing for a gold medal, and to me, that just put things in perspective to just be in that moment and to have gotten there, was something, um, to be really proud of, and that these are the moments that you really work for because you don't know how long you're going to be playing. Things can happen. Um, so yeah, I think just the overall message of be in the moment, enjoy it, and savor it.
Nice. Thank you. So there's something about Coach Allen and all these like words of wisdom. I keep getting like different different perspectives for each player I interview. Okay, his the second question is, do you like karaoke? And if so, what song do you always sing?
You know, I don't really like singing, but I will, if called upon, will show up. And Free Fallin' by Tom Petty is my go-to. Do you know that one?
No, I don't. Can you
Sample
sing
it?
it? I don't know that song.
I'll send you the link.
All all right, okay. Pass you on that one. Next question would be from Christopher Nitura. Does Maya have any plans of entering in the NWSL draft? If not next year, then after she finishes grad school the year after. Yeah, could you personally I'm not familiar how the NWSL drafting works, so if you could tell us
Yeah,
more about that.
I was looking into it last year when I didn't know if I was gonna take a graduate year or not, and I'm pretty sure it's, like, just as simple as looking up on the website, like, NWSL draft, like, putting in your name, and that's about it. Um, so it's a possibility. I mean, I'm done with my collegiate, what's it called? Eligibility. So, I mean, it couldn't hurt, but, I have to look to my family and mentors to see if it's the right decision for me. Um,
Gotcha.
Hearing it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And okay, let me just see this. Finally here. Okay, you've answered that question. Next question would be from Jessica Manzano. I believe she's taking her master's in, I didn't even notice, environment and sustainability management. Would like to ask her what line of profession she would like to pursue after getting her master's. And kindly send my regards to her. She's been a favorite of mine ever since her debut game during the AFF. I hope she can rejoin the national team after her NCAA commitments. Love her spunk during the AFF, and I can see her as an integral part of the national team come the World Cup in the future if she decides to continue playing.
Those are some nice words. Um, Professionally, I ask myself this question every day when I'm in class for for 3 hours at a time. But broadly, I think that I want to work in the ecotourism sector. So, bringing that to developing countries as a way to bring in stable income, pull the community together, and protect biodiversity. What I want to do within that realm, I'm not so sure. Maybe more resource allocation and management, making sure that if we do have these ecotourism practices, that they're being implemented in a right way that's sustainable for the local people and the environment. So yeah, that's just like a broad idea of what I want to do. So much opportunity, I don't even know.
Sounds nice.
But
Figos, next question. I think you've answered this. It's more of like about your commitment with the national team, but as you've already mentioned, you're currently committed to playing for Georgetown right now. Next question from Angelica Tenyo. So I'm gonna keep it simple. Just want to ask Maya, what is her pre-game ritual?
yeah, I don't do anything crazy. I have a cold brew um, with a little bit of oat milk and vanilla just to get me wired a little. And then I like roll out my feet a little bit, stretch, and then I listen to things that calm me down. So a lot of Hosier on that playlist before, and Sticky Fingers. They're an Australian band, but quite the opposite of what normal people do, listening to like rap and hip hop. But I
Yeah,
get
very, very, very opposite. Yeah.
yeah, so I really just like center myself, I meditate, and just envision what I want to do during the game, and that's about it.
Awesome, awesome. And last question from social media, from Gracious Ray Cruz. What or who influenced her most to play soccer, and what are the odds of her donning the Philippine tricolors again in the World Cup? I think we've answered the next question, just the first one then.
Yeah, I would say my sister Gemma. She uh, has been a great role model and mentor. She's gone through the whole college thing and knows the struggles, the ups and downs, and she's really pushed me to keep going when it was really difficult too. So shout out to her.
Shout out Ate. Uh, okay. Okay, for this the next section would be the rapid fire section, which I just recently added. So I don't want you to think. So just first thing that comes to mind, just answer as quickly as you can. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Nervous.
Ready? Okay. What's the best gift you've ever received?
A matcha kit from one of my friends from back home for Christmas. Yeah.
Okay. One thing you have to have in your fridge at all times.
Oat milk.
Something that you've always wanted to try but are afraid to do.
Skydiving.
Ooh, back three or back four?
3.
Ooh, a perfect a perfectly timed slide tackle or intercepting the ball when it's about to break the line.
Ooh. Interception.
Ooh, okay. When beating pressure, would you rather dribble on your own or progress up the pitch with the perfect touch passes together with a teammate?
Dribble.
Mm. Scoring one yourself or assisting a goal?
Scoring.
Scoring a volley or a header?
Header.
Yeah, I've seen you do a lot of that. Being in the starting 11 in a mediocre game where you either lose or draw, or coming from the bench to get the win.
Coming from the bench.
All right. And my last question, being that this is Futbol Brew and I'm a coffee junkie, how do you like your coffee? I think I know by now. But if you drink coffee, what is your preferred beverage?
This answer might be longer than you want, but if I'm
Okay. I'm
cold,
all for it.
yeah, cold brew with the oat and the vanilla, and then hot latte with oat. But right now, I've been a matcha girl. Hot matcha, oat milk, a little bit of honey and cinnamon. That's it for me.
Okay. Just curious, what oat milk do you use?
Costco.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't tried that. So yeah, because I'm very particular with the oat milk that I use. So like I would stay for like one brand for like a good month or two and then switch just so I could try it all. Okay.
Yeah. What are you on right now?
Right now, I'm using Oatside, which is an oat milk produced by a Singaporean company.
Okay.
So it's pretty good, but also one thing is that it's cheaper than most of the oat milks in the market. So that's actually the main reason why I'm buying it.
Yeah.
All right. And then the graphics also. I'll tag you in one of their posts.
Okay.
Just into the packaging also. Okay. Thank you for that. Your message to the Filipino football community, Maya.
My message. First of all, just thank you for the support and your continued support. I know that you guys are going to show out for the World Cup, and we really appreciate it. So let's do this thing.
Sorry about that delay. So what I do actually is I put it on like the speaker format, so it's just you when you're answering the questions. So I have to like, as you know, I'm a one person production, so I have to. So okay, awesome. That's it, Maya. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the upcoming NCAA games, and we hope to see you soon, very very soon.
Thank you for having me. You're the best.
Okay, Maya. Thank you. You have a good one.
You too. Good night.
Good day. Good day. All right, bye.
Talk soon. Bye bye.
Talk to you. Bye.